Hi, my name is Michelle Yada, and today I'm going to be going over the workability and disadvantages of having free tuition. So my 4 main points for workability in having free tuition is that number 1, not all costs are covered in free tuition. Number 2, free tuition doesn't guarantee a diploma. Number 3, in America, families pay based off their income. And number 4, it might reduce state programs in other essential areas. My disadvantages are, number 1, younger generations won't know how to handle finances. Number 2, more people would be attending college. And number 3, it could reduce the efficiencies found in the public system already. So going back, not all costs are covered in free tuition. According to InsideHigher.com, it states, one report from the Institute of Higher Education Policy examines tuition-free programs in New York and Tennessee. Both programs have been widely heralded for attempting to make college more affordable, and Tennessee's program was the basis for the Obama administration's America's College Promise initiative. But as last dollar programs, which only cover remaining tuition after other forms of federal and state aid have been used, they often don't cover the needs of the poorest students, who don't have to pay tuition and fees, but have housing, transportation, textbook, and other college costs. So in reality, is tuition really the problem? According to QZ.com, free tuition turned out to hurt poor students more. Lucy Hunter Blackburn of the University of Edinburgh estimates that the free tuition policy for Scots was regressive. While tuition is free, living expenses are not covered. Free tuition resulted in lower grants used for housing, and students in need had to rely on more loans. Richer students, especially those who lived at home, got a huge subsidy. Poorer students who needed to move to be closer to school ended up with more debt. Number 2, free tuition doesn't guarantee a diploma. According to QZ.com, it states that free tuition also did not translate to increasing enrollment rates among poor students. The number of students from non-professional families going to university increased all over the United Kingdom, but England experienced more growth despite charging fees. In America, free tuition can increase enrollment among poorer students, but without adequate support and preparation, many struggle and drop out without getting much value from college. According to Forbes.com, the most recent National Student Clearinghouse data shows that 47% of community college enrollees drop out of school, far more than 27% who graduate. Other research shows that completion rates fall the less students pay towards the cost, hinting that free tuition might raise already scandalous high dropout rates. And 3, in America, families pay based off their income. According to QZ.com, it states that free tuition certainly helps people, but it is not the most efficient use of money if the goal is to increase access to university education and reduce the debt of poor and middle class families. Currently, the American university system is very progressive. The amount families end up paying is based off their income, which means richer students subsidize poorer ones. According to my opponent on the affirmative side, more people graduate without the burden of debt. But free tuition isn't the most efficient way to do that, considering the fact that the amount of students pay is based off their family's income. 4, it might reduce state programs in other essential areas. According to Vitana.org, it states that in the United States, the costs of public education are often fronted at the state level. By making college free, each state would be forced to come to grips as to how they would afford this option. In hopes to help low-income families with the cost of college in the long run, it might not be as beneficial as they thought when core safety net programs that many families depend on are terminated. So, coming to the disadvantages, younger generations won't know how to handle finances. According to collegeraptor.com, it states that college is full of learning experiences, one of which is learning how to create a budget to save money. College loans are often the first major financial dealing that people work with. Paying them off in a timely manner proves that you know how to budget your money, skills that people use again and again when buying cars or houses. Number 2, more people would be attending college. According to collegeraptor.com, it states that as enrollment at public schools increased, so did the fees. Either more money would have to be given to schools, or they would have to create wait lists. This means that the taxes for education-related purposes might go up, or funding for something else might be diverted to pay for the influx of fees. So as great as it sounds, as more people attending college, it might not be as great in the long run. And my third and final point is that it could reduce the efficiencies found in the public system already. According to Batana.org, it states that when college is free, there's less of an incentive to find ways to save money in the system. Institutions would know that they receive funding no matter what. That might result in wasteful spending habits, especially since free colleges would no longer need to compete with private institutions for enrollment. That process would put yet another strain on state budgets. Thank you.